Hello, everybody. Hope that you are doing very well, and welcome to this evening's live stream where we're going to be going through Bitcoin. Bitcoin smashed $50,000 earlier today. We have finally broken that big barrier. And I suppose what we'll go over in today's video, cover a bit of Bitcoin, cover a bit of Ethereum, and go over the market in general. The market in general, what's the average person thinking right now? How is this likely to play out? And kind of what I'm expecting to occur here. So I hope that you are thoroughly looking forward to this live stream. We should go over lots of really key, useful information for you. And yeah, pretty exciting day. Mark it in your calendars. 16th of February, Bitcoin breaches $50,000 slightly for a few minutes, but nevertheless, Bitcoin breached $50,000. Wow, I mean, what a day! Yeah, this could be one for the history books. Important level. You have to think of like the psychological barrier behind $50,000. People that were buying down at 20, or less, obviously, but a lot of people that obviously got involved at $20,000 on the breakout of Bitcoin. Big take profit level. $50,000. It's such a psychological level. Just really simply, you've over doubled your investment from $20,000 breakouts. You're halfway up to that massive $100,000. It's just like a nice level. I think a lot of people are content with taking profits at this level. Like I've always said, and loads of people that follow longed $20,000. And the thing is, if you never take profits, when does it stop? Unrealized profits are just that. Unrealized profits are meaningless because until you actually realize that profit, until it's a hard, cold, realized gain, that trading is just still open. Anything can happen, sort of thing. So, naturally, $50,000, big take profit level for a lot of people. A lot of people interested in selling this level. Does it mean it will result in a massive crash? Well, time will tell. But what we can say is clearly there's a lot of people interested in at least taking profits at this level. And I really don't think there's a massive surprise about that. Just simply, it's such a big psychological level. Again, it's not really a technical level in my opinion, but it's a big psychological level. A lot of people interested, and you can. It's evident on the chart, I suppose. It's just evident the big, level that we're up against. We've been consolidating here, coming on a week, and it's it's just been a battle at $50,000. It really has. So yeah, that's kind of what we'll be going through this evening. Yeah, that's kind of that's the intro of today's stream. As we'll always say, if you're looking forward to the video, you can give it a thumbs up, a like, turn that like button blue, smash up the likes, smash up those like buttons. Shows us that you're interested in what we're covering here, what we'll be going through tonight. And yeah, we'll stick around. If you want me to cover something in particular, obviously you can leave a comment in the comment section. That's absolutely cool. If not, I'm going to focus primarily on Bitcoin and Ethereum. But if there's like loads of people interested in something, just write a comment, leave a like to the video, and yeah, if it gets enough interactions, then we'll cover something else as well. I might actually cover the stock market, because that's kind of what I've been more interested in over the past few days, to be honest with you. I've not really been touching Bitcoin so much. I've been in the stocks, but nevertheless, Bitcoin is what primarily people are here for, so that's what they're going to get. So yeah, Bitcoin. I mean, let's just remind ourselves what really happened today. I mean, for the past week that we've been going here, breakout traders have had a really bad time. Okay, so anybody that this is just, I feel this is the reason why people lose a lot of money in crypto, because they're always after these like breakout trades that are considered like easy trades. Just buy the breakout, wait for some sort of confirmation or something like this, and people think that it's going to be like a really good trade. But the same story time and time again this week has been any of the breakouts have resulted in really bad trades. And your bad trades are trying to buy breakouts of highs, and you're good. We're talking about longs, yeah. Longs trying to buy the breakout is an awful idea. Period. In my opinion, I would never look to buy breakouts. But literally this past week is an emphasis of this. Like any long trade that's tried to buy the breakout has just resulted in a bad trade. And your good long trades are actually waiting for that retracement. Okay, so you wait for the dip and you buy the retracement. You don't buy the high in FOMO. I truly believe anybody, this is the thing. You could say to me, oh, Daniel, I bought this breakout here and I'm sat break even now. That's obviously correct. So maybe this wasn't the worst trade in the world. But what I'm saying is, you buy these breakouts, there's retracements. You bought this retracement, you buy this breakout, there's a retracement. You buy this breakout, there's a retracement. So buying breakouts on Bitcoin is just not really a good idea unless it was, that's just my opinion anyway. You can obviously do what you want. There's no financial advice. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money, but I would never buy a breakout on Bitcoin. Oh, never is the wrong word, but I wouldn't in this environment. And, so what have we got going on here? I think everybody in the world right now is kind of aware of this rising wedge. It seems like everybody is just talking about the rising wedge. Obviously, yes, there's many ways that you can draw it. But if we just kind of draw it like this, it's not so important. Like everybody's kind of just looking at this rising wedge right now. We have been pretty much respecting it pretty well. Low, up to the high, down to the low, up to the high, back down to the low. So we have been respecting this rising wedge, to be fair. But is it turning in? Is this rising wedge turning into a bit of a meme? I would say yes, because this is the thing with a rising wedge. This is the thing with any sort of trend line pattern. You can just keep on adjusting and adjusting and adjusting, and you can make it fit any sort of bias. This is why I think patterns that rely on an arbitrary trend line are really not very good patterns to trade, because I can just keep on adjusting this. I can say, oh, here's the new trend line. 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 This is why I'm not a fan of these patterns. Because you can just always adjust the trend line, and then you can be like this and say, oh, this was the original trend line. Oh, and then we had we didn't wait for the 1 hour close. Or we didn't wait for the 4 hour close. Or we didn't wait for the daily close. Or you need to wait for the higher term time frame close. You see how arbitrary that is? Of you just make up a random trend line, and then when it gets broken, you just adjust your trend line. And then when it gets broken with a close on the 1 hour and it comes back down for a fake out, you say, oh no, you need to wait for the 4 hour. And then it happens on that, you need to wait for the daily time frame. It's just such arbitrary pattern. I'm obviously not a fan of it, but it is the pattern that everybody's talking about right now. So that, you can obviously look at it, but I'm not really a fan of this pattern anymore. Just too widely seen, I think, for everybody. Because obviously the thing is, this was the original pattern, yeah. So this was the original rising wedge. You fell down. We've covered this. Obviously, we fell down into that CC. You got another bounce, and now suddenly there's the new trend line that's formed. It's just like, when does it end? When does it end? But nevertheless, yeah, you do have that rising wedge. But I think the interesting part here is not so much the technicals. In my totally honest opinion with you, I feel, so I'm just reading a comment. Let me turn off my phone. Yeah, I was just basically my opinion on this, on the Bitcoin chart is, I can honestly say that I do not really feel that this is a hard trading environment. And I know this is going to be some people oh, this guy's la 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 la. Personally, I feel this is a pretty easy trading environment. How on how are people losing money right now trading on this chart? This guy I was saying in my champions group earlier, the only people that can seriously be losing money right now are people that are either over leveraged, people that are trying to trade breakouts, or people, what was I saying earlier? I was saying people that trade breakouts are people that, don't have patience. So people that don't have patience to wait for good entries. Because if you've been a patient trader, I think over the past week you should have maybe taken 3 or 4 trades, and that's it. So if you're taking, and we're talking more of a day trader, swing trader here, if you're racking up 10, 20, 30 trades here, it's you're trading way too much. You really don't need to be over trading this. You really don't. It's really, really, really simple to trade. If you have a little bit of patience, okay to wait for the dips. You know, two examples, obviously, when we hit $44,000, that was an amazing opportunity to buy the dip. I think the CC was a harder trade, but obviously once you hit the CC and you got your retracement down to your second CC, that was an amazing opportunity to buy. And then literally today, that, in my opinion, and people are not going to like this, I know, and I am expecting this video to get lots of dislikes. It's just part of the game when you talk about bearish things. People don't like it. But I do feel that that was a pretty good short position. Okay. Why? Because you trapped. I actually wasn't looking at the volume when this happened, but I was just basing it off of a conditional order. It's like you swing failure pattern $50,000. You know that there's going to be a lot of volume above that level, and obviously once I see the data, you're seeing nearly 300 million longs trapped up at the highs. Anybody that argues with me that that's not a good short, I don't know. That for me is a good short position. So you've had that's, in my opinion, like 3 trades that are really, really, really not hard. That $44,000 long was not a hard trade. That bounce off the CC was not a hard trade. The short for 50,000, yeah, that was probably that was a hard trade, but there you go. But so the people that are buying breakouts, I feel really bad idea. If you've been patient to wait for some of the drops, you feel zero FOMO, because if you're long from down here still, and it's like you can be so patient here. You can be so patient. At the end of the day, we're still making higher highs and higher lows, which is obviously bullish. And you're in a position of power. You really are in a position of power. And this is what I say. In trading, you want to be in that position of power. Instead of letting the market dictate to you when to trade, you want to be in total control. You want to say to the market, I'm going to trade when I want to trade. And when am I going to trade? When there's a real high probability setup. So if you're trading in these random sort of places, if you're trading these breakout trades, if you're trading just like, I don't know, like let's say, for example, you took a long off of $49,000 here after the first rejection. You're like, this is an awful place to long. Like, you got to be patient to wait for the bigger drops. So it's just like, if you actually control yourself, if you can actually control yourself and say to the market, I'm going to trade on my own terms off of my own setups, this is not actually so hard to trade. You just got to have a bit of patience. You really have to have a bit of patience. So that leaves you then. So where would be next levels of really good, potential long positions, potential short positions? My opinion on Bitcoin, and I'm going to talk about the sentiment of the market now. So this is obviously away from technical analysis, but this is still to do with trading, and I'm going to talk about the sentiment here. And I feel the sentiment of the market right now is ultra bullish. Okay, everywhere you look, everybody's really bullish on Bitcoin. Everywhere you look, somebody's talking about an institution buying or potential institutions buying. Everywhere you look, everybody's thinking $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, $100,000. How many people right now are bearish? I think the answer is very, 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 very small percentage of people are bearish. And we're going to cover it. Is this correct? Should you be bearish right now, or should you be bullish? Title of the video, actually, that this is not the title, but you could say, is this the time to sell Bitcoin? ? This isn't a statement. That's obviously a question. And you could, we'll cover that as we go through tonight. But, I just feel everybody's so bullish. We have 300 million trapped at the highs. Everywhere you look, everybody's just saying bullish. And this is obviously the beauty of having a trading system, of having a plan. Everybody's a genius in a bull market. It's really not that difficult to make money in a bull market, because all you need to do is buy and hold. And, for a swing trader, that's an absolutely perfect strategy. And I do think that that's a really good strategy, to just buy and hold in a bull market. There's nothing bad. You cannot knock that, because it obviously works. Because while you're in a bull market and you're going higher highs and higher lows, swing longs are obviously the best way to trade. But what you have to do is be able to adapt your strategy. And I could say right now, yes, longs are the better trade. But obviously the beauty of having experience, and the beauty of actually being a trader that's able to adapt, is saying to themselves, right, yeah, this is a bull market. Longs trade better than shorts. Shorts have to be kept intraday, and shorts have to take profit quickly. Okay, so emphasis there. Shorts have to take profit. If you hold on to a short in this bull market, you're going to lose money, obviously, because we're in a bull market. You can make money shorting Bitcoin, but it has to be a quick trade. Moving on, the beauty of having a system and recognizing the market conditions and recognizing when there's a turn in the market is that, yes, everybody's a genius in a bull market. Anybody can make money in this bull market. It's really not hard. But the thing is, when this market turns around, when we hit a high on Bitcoin and when the market starts to downturn, that's when 99% of the market will get absolutely wrecked, because they won't know how to short, they won't know how to trade the downturn, and they won't be able to recognize to stop buying the dip. Okay, so what we're giving you is sort of the information, the skills needed to recognize when is this bull market over, and that's when you can start to trade from looking to buy every single dip to actually looking to short rises to trade the trend, which will have obviously turned at the time. Because at some point, this market will turn heavily down, and this market will crash really, really, really hard. It's not just an if. This is not an if scenario. This will happen. So it's like, are you going to be prepared for when this market turns around? Will you have the skills necessary to recognize when the market's turning around? Or will you be like 95% of the market that just looks too long and long and long and long and long and long and long? They disregard shorts, and they have no knowledge to recognize when a trend has changed, and they have no knowledge to know when to sell the highs. You know, I hope people, following me are a little bit more sensible, but you have to know that the majority of the market, all they want to do is long and long and long. Okay. E.g., they're not going to take profits. They're not going to know when to sell, and they're not going to know when to short. So the market will turn around at some point, and people will get absolutely destroyed. I'm very certain people will get absolutely destroyed on Bitcoin. Everything is all really good at the moment. Of course, we're still in a bull market. Things look brilliant. No, everybody's a genius in this market. It's not hard to trade this market because it's just going up and up and up. You know, when you look at this is really obviously really not hard to trade. Look at it. It's just non-stop going up and up and up. But at some point, it's going to turn around, and that's when people are going to lose a lot of money. Anyway, that's enough. So, yeah, that was like an introduction here. So there we go. So yeah, in that regards, then, when could one say that this has a higher probability of coming down? It's like I have to refer you to these posts because let's be honest, they were pretty funny. These posts were pretty funny. It was the Darth Maul. I'm gonna have to mute the music because if I put the music on here, I'd get a copyright strike. It's obviously the Champions League theme music. It's the next picture. Yeah. Bitcoin breaking the breakout trader. So this is known as the Darth Maul candle, by the way. That's known as the Darth Maul candle. And the Darth Maul candle is basically where you take lows, and it was on here. You take the lows, you take the highs, and you come back ranging in the middle. And it's a candle that is designed and implemented to destroy both sides of the market. You destroy longs, and then you destroy shorts. You come back into the middle, and you form a range. You know, this is my. Although I'm like going in a roundabout sort of way here, I am getting to a point. And do you not feel that if everybody really wants to short these highs each time, okay, and everybody really wants to try and long the dips each time, let's just say, wouldn't it make more sense that Bitcoin just continues to wreck both sides of the market? You have to remember that trading in general is designed to transfer wealth from newer or inexperienced people to knowledgeable and skilled people. This is just the way the market works. It will transfer their wealth over time. Maybe it doesn't happen in a day. Maybe it takes a few months. Maybe it takes a year. But over time, those newer and experienced traders will eventually hand over their money. You know, they'll make profits because everybody makes profits in a bull market. But eventually, they'll hand over their profits to the people that know what they're doing. But what I'm saying here is, wouldn't it be lovely to form a bit of a range where each form of the highs, people get too bullish, And each form of the lows, people get too bearish. So it's like here, people are too bullish, drop. Here, people are too bullish, drop. But here, people are too bearish, so rise. So what this does is it forms a bit of a range, and it forms indecision. It forms people not knowing what to do. And then when a big move comes, everybody's frozen. Because what happens is people get, you have to remember, and this is not me guessing. I'll show you the volume now, yeah? I'll show you exactly what happened. So if we just put this on like 50 ticks. Okay, look at the volume on this breakout, yeah? Breakout, 139 million, followed by 122 million positive delta. That's nearly, you coming on 540 million in that candle, 300 million in that candle, and then another 300 million in these candles just over. In the space of, half an hour, you're seeing nearly 300 million bought at market, up at the absolute high. That's just a crazy, so massive amount of longs. Look at this. Look at this one block here of 50 ticks, 47 million longs. Yeah, I mean, if this doesn't scream to you, what on earth are people thinking? Like, I don't know what can. At the literal very, very, very high, 5.7 million longs. That for me screams absolute. That screams to me, if you break the highs on that much volume and you come back down below, that's a swing. That's what is known as a swing failure pattern trade, because you literally trap so much longs up at the highs. And then this was essentially, although nothing perfect by any stretch, but this is essentially a squeeze of those long positions. Okay, but now have a look at this. So yeah, anybody longing up here is in a bad position. But now you've come down to the lows, you've put in a low, and now you're coming back up. So it's really hard to get into a position here, isn't it? Unless you're shorting up near the highs, and then you obviously have to take profits here. But anybody that's shorting down here now, it's obviously going to equal a bit of a bad short. Because guess what? If you short near the lows, I don't know what to say. That is obviously never a good trade. You want to take your shorts when price is rising. You want to take your longs while price is dropping. Or when you maybe lose a bit of support, you could get a bit more aggressive. But at the end of the day here, I feel you have some really, 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 really key support and resistance levels. Okay, so let's cover them. Okay, so in terms of resistance, well, I think everybody can recognize that. There's the psychological level of $50,000. I don't think that's that hard at the moment. And I do believe that if you breach these levels, then obviously price is going to run really hard. Price can run really hard to the upside. You could see from $50,000 to $60,000, and I wouldn't even be surprised. Like, you could do that in a day. That's like 20% gain in a day, and I wouldn't even be surprised if that happened. But nevertheless, until broken, that's still a big resistance level. Okay, you'll have people interested in getting out break even. So I mean, the resistance is not hard, and there is obviously not very many resistances on the chart. You got like 50,000, you got like 54,000, you got about then $68,000, $69,000. You got like 3 resistances, but these are, really considered like minor levels. If you see, your biggest one at the moment is just the psychological 50K. You're struggling to breach it, really. Your support is obviously a lot easier to define. Your support is a lot easier to trade. I feel, you can say until proven otherwise, longing is still the best trade, because you're still literally making higher highs and higher lows. That's like the signal of a bull market. So, obviously your next support to the downside is $47,000. So you got this really, really, really big support still of 47,000, don't you? Okay. So you could say, I'm not going to tell you how to trade, and I don't want to tell you how to trade in this video. This is not the scope of the video. The scope of the video is to maybe provide you a bit of insightful or thought-provoking thoughts, because what I feel, if everybody on YouTube or everybody you watch is just bull, buy, then I don't know. I don't see there's much value in me just coming on here and repeating what everybody else says. I don't see the value in this. But I do see value in providing you maybe some thought-provoking thoughts of areas where most people are looking to buy. Why do we look to sell at $50,000 when everybody else is looking to buy? Why is that? Why does the market hunt liquidity? Why does the market get everybody buying the breakouts only to dump back down? Why, you know, this is thought provoking, I hope, for some people. You know, the intellectual people that follow me, people that are just have no intelligence, probably probably find this boring. But I'm kind of doing my content designed more towards intellectuals. And, you know, so this is thought provoking, I hope. Why, if we saw 300 million longs open, which is really, really, really high volume, if there's so many people buying the breakout, why did price dump? Try and think that. I know the answer, but do you know the answer? You know, try and think for yourself. Why, if there was so many new longs open, and just look at it, a crazy amount of longs. Let's just put this up to 100 ticks. Yeah. 199 ticks. If you're seeing this much volume up at the highs, in the absolute hundreds of millions, and loads and loads and loads of people are longing, why did price still dump? Why did price still get a retracement? Okay, I suppose like dump is a matter of perspective. For me, that's a big move to the downside. You know, you ask me, Daniel, did price get a really big move today? I'd say yes, price got a really big move to the downside today. You ask somebody else, and this move is absolutely nothing. But I would call a move of, you know, 6% really, really big. To another person that only looks at the daily chart, this is obviously nothing. They don't even know that there's been a retracement today. So again, this is a matter of time frame, matter of perspective. In my opinion, yeah, that was a big move to the downside. So why did price get a really big move to the downside if there was so many longs, so many people longing? How is that possible? How does price, why, or I guess, why does price go down when so many people are buying the breakouts? Hopefully you find out a bit thought-provoking. And I'm not here to give you the answers in this video either. But nevertheless, you know, that's basically what you had today. You had a lot of people buying the breakout, and it ended very badly. But I'm happy about it. Okay, so in terms of support, then we recognize this. The resistance is easy, 50,000. Really not that hard at the moment. Again, this is a region, but 50,000. So where's support then? Where are you finding support right now? Okay, well, I think you've got a few areas of support. So if we just do excuse me, I apologize. Yeah, so our areas of support, one could say the areas of support are obviously easier to identify, almost, I would say, because there's obviously a lot more support on this chart than there is resistance. So in terms of where are we bouncing from now? Why and where are we bouncing from? Well, I'll show you something pretty cool. Let me load up this on Chrome a second. So I obviously have a lot of different browsers. I need to do this a second. I wanted to do this. Yes. So this is pretty funny. Okay. So I'm going to show you why we bounced from where we did and to the minute we bounced. So let's just look at something here. Yeah. The minute that we got the bounce underway, this bounce started at basically 1816. So 16 minutes in my time, 16 minutes past 6. At 16 minutes past 6, the bounce started. And again, we've bounced here over nearly 2%. Again, this for me is a really big bounce. But why? So I will give you the answer of this one. Why did price put in a low here at 1616? You know, why did price bounce here? And I will give you the reason. Okay, there's we got some people guessing, but the people that were in the absolutely free public group are gonna. I want someone to answer. I know that he watches these. I know that he's in these live streams. Skeptic, if you're in the chat, tell me why price bounced. I hope to see his comment. So yeah, if you want to guess why price bounced here, let's see what people say. And again, yeah, if you're enjoying what we're doing here, if you're finding this insightful, if you're finding this beneficial, you can obviously give a like to the video. We got in here right now 3,000 people watching us. That's a lot of people. We got 3,000 people watching us. So if you are watching this right now, what I will say is you can give a like to the video. Smash up those likes. Smash up the likes, everybody. We'll try and get this to what are we on? 3,000 people, 1,000 likes. Let's try and get this to 2,000 likes. So if everybody can give a like to the video right now, that would be absolutely brilliant. Give a quick thumbs up, and let's just review some of these comments before I give you the answer. So people are saying 786, Michael Saylor, Igor. Igor maybe in half an hour. Because Dan took profit. Yay, trader! Because Dan took profit. Yeah, Fibonacci, market makers, Chinese session. Lots of people are thinking it's Igor. MicroStrategy. Point of control, come down to the CC. Well, let's go over the answer. And what I will say before we go over this, again, we got 3,000 people in here. Let's get that to 1,500 likes. Just give a like to the video, turn that blue. Obviously, you can share this out, copy the link, share it on Facebook, Twitter, wherever else you want to share it. That would obviously be a really great thing to do. So let's go over why we bounced where we did. Well, there's a few things here. Let's load the templates. Just on a different time frame. Lag, beautiful lag. Okay, and this is the reason, yeah? This is the reason why we bounced. Exactly where we bounced. So, I'm sorry that there's a little bit of lag on this software right now, but there you go, hey. So, we took $50,000 high, okay? We took $50,000 high. We lost our support. We made our way down. So, why did price bounce at 16:60? 16 minutes past 6. But if you look here, it's the first time price came down to our previous day POC and also the D open. So that is an expected level for a bounce. Okay. Excuse me 1 second. This is what happens when I eat too much. I think I want to a stream. But basically you come down to those support levels, yeah. You can see here, you can look at it on TradingView, you can look at it wherever you want. But if you're looking at that, you come down to your PD POC, you come down to your D open, and obviously that's where you've got your support, that's where you got a bounce. Okay, so in my opinion, it's as simple as that. Why did price bounce right there? Well, you had those two different reasons of confluence. That's two reasons why you bounced. The third reason, and I was hoping Skeptic was going to comment, but I don't see his comment in here. Or there's alternatively way too much comments, and I actually can't see what's going on. Yeah, well, we'll cover all the reasons. You know, you had the open PD POC, and look, you also have this. Look at this, 786, to the exact dollar there, basically. You know, $2 off. What's that? One reason, two reasons, three reasons that you bounced here. 3 reasons that you bounced. And then reason number 4 was this one. Was me posting at 18:15 saying take profits on short now. Exactly as predicted. 1 minute later, yeah, 1 minute later, the bounce started after I just posted take profits on short now. And this is why I wanted Skeptic to post, because Jesus, how did he know? Pump him coming. Watch the charts. I closed my short as soon as I saw his message, and about 2 seconds later it pumped. Oh man, this is our reaction. Thanks, dude. You just saved me money. Again, that was at the minute low, by the way. That was at the minute low. And then from there, the guy closes his short at the lows. This is why I wanted Skeptic to post. Look at this. Can you tell us in the live stream? And this is what I'm going to tell you. Can you tell us in the live stream how you knew to call that so exactly? Like almost to the minute. That was actually crazy. Actually to the dollar and to the minute. Insane. Guy says insane. And I gave the answer. I've gave you some reasons. But if you want to see the rest of the reasons, you can look in the chat. Look at this. People closing their shorts at those lows. That was the exact minute low. So you had 4 reasons. You had, let's go over the 4 reasons. Yeah. You had D open, PD, POC. You had the 786. And then you had me also telling people to close their short positions or take profits on their shorts. So there you go. You have 4 major reasons of why you bounced there. Okay. So you got that bounce underway. Again, 2% bounce. That's crazy. That's really big. That's a big bounce. But now, you know, you got to think, is the bounce going to be sustained? Will this be like a dead cat bounce? Anybody know what dead cat bounce means? Dead cat bounce basically just means a bounce which is to be shorted. Well, we can obviously get some insights. I haven't actually looked at this yet, so let's look at it together. But this is horrible on 199 ticks. Blimmin'. The open interest is absolutely insane. Nearly 2 billion open interest. Wow. Nearly 2 billion open interest on Bybit. That is really big. Yeah, look at this. 1.9 billion. We used to struggle with 1 billion. You know, you'd hit 1 billion and you'd crash. And now we're at 2 billion and that's gone up. You know, you want to look at this on like the 4-hour time frame. We just zoom out a little bit here. Yeah, look at this. Not even in the last consolidation range, we were at like 700 million open interest. So in the matter of 2 weeks, we've gone from 700 million open interest to nearly 2 billion open interest. Wow. I mean, that is crazy. Open interest, literally from not even 2 weeks ago, nearly 800 million to 2 weeks later hitting 1.9 billion open interest. That's absolutely, obviously, really mad. That's going to be at 2 billion open interest soon. It really is. Let me just see some of these questions. Sugar, thank you for all the awesome stuff, Daniel. Still learning, but improving day by day. Cheers. You're absolutely welcome. And thank you. Haymaker, we love you, mate. It's been a great day of trading for the chart champions. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, trading today has been good. You've been able to make money on longs. You've been able to make money on shorts. But the people that are like, you can't short and make money in a bull market, well, the answer is that's obviously not the case. You can make money shorting in a bull market. You just got to know, for example, you got to know when to take profits. Okay. If you take profits, you can make money in a bull market by shorting. If you hold on to your short forever, of course, you're not going to make money. You're going to lose money. So you can make money shorting in a bull market. But yeah, it's been a fun day of trading. Yeah, I agree. I've only taken 3 trades in the whole day. 3 trades the whole day of trading. 2 wins, 1 loss. I could talk you through the loss that I took today. That would be pretty insightful because obviously I don't only take wins, you know, I take losses as well. And today I've taken 3 trades. 2 wins, 1 loss. Simple as that. My 2 winners were more profitable than my loss. And I'll talk you through those really quickly. So the first win that I took was off of the Igor session. This was to the minute. I mean, if you're in the chart champions group, can we just all show appreciations to Igor right now? Igor gave us the minute of the low. You just can't even make it up. Igor literally gave us, look at this, the absolute minute of the low. So that was my first long. So basically I took a long off of the swing failure pattern going into Igor time to the absolute minute. That was a pretty easy long position. My loss that I took was off of the 786. So basically what I tried to do was I longed after the swing failure pattern. I took that long into this, and this is where I closed my long and I took a short. That one got stopped out because I shorted here, and really simply when we come back above the high, I was like, right, let's get out of that short. It's not a good short anymore. So I obviously took a loss there. So I went from a long from here to here, closed that out for a winning trade. I then closed my long and went into a short, closed that out here as we come back above the highs. And then when I actually saw that this was a swing failure pattern and we were back below, I went back into my short position. And well, that obviously ended in a really good trade. So those were the only 3 trades that I took today. Like literally I've done nothing else. 2 wins, 1 loss. Long from Igor time, pretty much long from Igor time, taking it up into 786, closing my long going into a short. That was a losing trade, that short position, because I closed it when we come back above the high. When we come back into that and I saw we had a deviation, well, I really simply had a market, literally a conditional market order waiting to get me back into a short, and well, that ended in profits as well. So literally the only 3 trades that I've took today. I've done nothing else. You know, and I'm pretty content with that day of trading, to be honest with you. So I want to cover Ethereum. Yeah, I do want to cover Ethereum as well. Yes. Who's Igor? Who is this guy that doesn't know who Igor is? Igor is a legend. Yes. Igor, legend. Igor is Bay. Igor is legend. Igor came into Scrub Chat one time and it was eye-opening. Igor made my profits today. Yes. What is Igor saying to do now? Why only 3 trades? I don't know what open interest is. Man, if you guys don't know what open interest is, you guys don't know who Igor is, you can obviously sign up to the, this is where I can plug the membership, because if you want to learn about it, we teach it. Chartchampions.com. You got your cheat sheets, glossaries, checklists, everything that you've seen and you want to learn about, we got in here. So you obviously got your learning modules. If you want to learn about open interest, look inside of the volume modules, where you're going to be learning about your volume, your de-opens, your day trading strategies. You can be learning about your delta, your footprint charts, your imbalances, everything about this. The open interest, which module is this under? You can tell it's probably been a little bit of time under the indicators, I think. Yeah, if you want to learn about open interest and funding, well, guess what? We got a whole live stream dedicated to open interest and funding. Anything you want to learn, we can teach. And that's obviously all part of the membership, obviously all part of the mentorship that we offer. You know, all the information that you could need, that you could possibly need, is all part of the website. So if you want to learn about that, you know, you can obviously learn about it. And I will add upon this, if you want just something that's absolutely free, because obviously this is paid. This is paid. But if you want the free stuff is obviously that. It's absolutely free. So if you want to learn the free stuff, the beginner's course, this is completely and utterly free. You can go through, watch the videos, learn about your candlesticks, learn about your trade size, trading with leverage, your trading view introductions, your risk management introduction. If you want that sort of, you know, help getting into the space, you know, we obviously have the whole beginner's course dedicated to beginners. And if you want more advanced stuff, well, funnily enough, we have the advanced stuff as well. So everything you could want, you obviously have offered on the website. And for the people asking about Discord, if you want to join the Discord, which is also free, so the Discord is obviously free as well. There's the invite link. Okay. Oh, this is a nice comment to come onto the screen. Joined Chart Champions last night, and I am binge watching videos already. Love the professionally delivered content. Brilliant comment to read. I have no idea how you got the verified sign, but this is really good. This is really good to read. There you go. This guy's loves the professional content that we offer. Obviously, my videos on the public here, you know, it's semi-serious. I try and have a bit of, well, I guess not so much in this video, but you know, I have a little bit of fun in my public videos. It's not really serious. I'm not really going massively in depth on these public videos. You know, I'm not really being precise, I suppose. Obviously, inside of the membership, and obviously it's a lot more professional and more precise. But yeah. Who wants to go? Who wants me to cover Ethereum then? Time for Ethereum. We'll cover Ethereum when this hits 2,000 likes. We got 2,800 in here. People are piling off to watch the football. Starts in 20 minutes. If that gets to 2,000 likes, we'll cover Ethereum. Until we get to 2,000 likes, I'll do a few questions. Magic Mike, the coach at Chart Champions. You name it, we teach it. How do you know when it's Igor time? Because Igor tells us. Igor is the whale with 60 million pockets. So Igor will get the session started, market buy 60 million or market buy, sell 60 million. The guy is the market maker. He's our guide, and he's our love of our trading lives right now. Igor time is something that Igor found and made himself. Igor is the guy of heavy buys. Yes. There he is. There is the legend. We love you, Igor. We really do. Please do. I don't even. Probably no. I'm not going to do this. Why only 3 trades? So the reason why only 3 trades is because I only felt there was 3 good trades today. Simple as that. Daniel has mentioned he's more focused on large swing trades versus quick scalps, hence the 3 trades. Yeah, there hasn't been much profit in other bounces that are worth the risk. Yeah, 100%. This is the thing. I kind of just want to take, you know, obviously you could have taken 100 trades today, but I feel that there's been 3 good trades or 3 easy trades, which don't even require a lot of effort. You know, so if I can see a trade, which I feel that I can get in and be out of it relatively quickly, where the risk is easily defined and I know why I'm entering, yeah, I'm attracted to those sort of trades. And there's only been 3 of them. The rest of these trades are, you know, yeah, you could have made some money on some of these other bounces, but I don't know, not as like high probability, not as attractive for me anyway. If anybody has any other questions, let me know. Again, I'll start Ethereum when we get to 2,000 likes. So if you want Ethereum, smash up the likes. Otherwise, I'll do some questions while we're waiting. Some guy says that he has just taken a long on Bitcoin. Thank you for this video. I've just taken a long on Bitcoin. Well done, mate. We're not giving financial advice. We're not telling you what to do. But if you have taken a long, fair enough. Can you talk? Let's cover the prawn supply due to overfishing. Just too confident. I have no idea what that means. Question: would you cover Ethereum? Yes, we will cover. Can I use this knowledge? Sorry, it might be easier. Can I use this knowledge in Forex and stocks? The answer is 100% yes. Everything that you learn in these videos can be used on the stock market, Forex market, commodity market. The knowledge is the same throughout all of the videos. Or the knowledge can be used across any market, should I say. Can you open a Slack? No. I mean, there's no point in me using other things because we have a Discord. So there's no point in me having a Slack and all these other random things because we have a Discord group and yeah, we don't need anything else. How about altcoins in general? I am not really an altcoin guy. If you wanna know more about altcoins, then Magic Mike is your guy. Mike's the altcoin guy. I don't really trade altcoins, to be honest with you, that much. But it's really, really, really hard to find the comments. Do you think Ethereum has been held back by the CME? Really good. My answer is no. I don't really feel Ethereum's been held back by the CME. I just feel a lot of people are selling Ethereum. A lot of people are just bored and a lot of people are just bored of Ethereum and it has a lot of selling pressure, you know? The question of questions from the legend himself. That is Magic Mike. Should I short Bitcoin at $100,000? Mike, I think you need to refer to your pitchfork. What does your magic pitchfork tell you? I think the magic pitchfork did tell you $100,000 is coming on Bitcoin, and you got to short it. But we got to refer to some pitchfork specialists. Obviously, we are not the pitchfork specialists. So you got to refer to the man, the myth, the legend, that pitchfork guy, because he knows what he's on about. But yeah, I reckon you probably should, based off of your pitchfork you posted earlier, short Bitcoin at $100,000. $100,000, yeah. La 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 la. Where were we on these questions? El Jefe. Hola, ¿qué tal? Is ExoChart strictly for Bitcoin only, or can it be used for altcoins? It can be used for altcoins. I must admit I don't use it. But it's basically because I don't really trade alts. But yeah, you can use it on altcoins, Ethereum, Litecoin, the alts that are available. Yeah, I don't see why not. But the thing is, I can't really tell you how effective it is because I just really simply don't use it. I imagined it works okay though, but it's probably not going to be as easy because like Ethereum USD is going to follow Bitcoin. Whatever Bitcoin does, Ethereum is going to follow. So in that regards, it's probably not as effective. Oh my God, yes. Somebody said, when do we have the chance to win the merchandise? Yeah, that's the thing. The merch, I do need to give this away. Let's just put it out and let's just say the next live stream. The next live stream, we will do the merch giveaway. The thing I had merch printed. We're not selling it, by the way, but we're going to give away another cap. We want to give away a cap. We want to give away hoodie, beanie. So we got some stuff to give away, and loads of people like really want it. So we're gonna give that away on stream. And so yeah, don't let me forget, we will do that on the next live stream. 100%. You can hold me to that. We'll give away that merch on the next live stream. I'll think of something what we can do for fun and do that. Oh yes. So this guy, please do more of your trading on the stock/options market. Yeah, while we're waiting for Eve, let's just cover a quick stock. I'll cover my number one favorite stock right now, and that is Airbnb. Airbnb. So this is like my absolute wonder stock right now. I absolutely love Airbnb. Actually, I have two. If you're a champion right now, excuse me. If you're a champion and you're inside of the chat right now, write to me because I want you to know, and I'm sure hopefully you all know, what are my two baby stocks right now? Or not right now, but for the long term. What are my two favorite stocks? See how many people get it right. What are the 2 stocks that I absolutely love, and that I will buy every single day of the week? See how many people know. Oh, we already have the correct answer. that was quick. Michael got it right. This guy got it right. This guy got it right. Yes. These people are in the champions group. They know. Nvidia and Airbnb. These are my babies. Look what everybody knows. People know me. People know me. People know me. If they're in the group anyway. Yeah, these are literally my babies. And I've been buying and shilling them for I don't know how long. I've been literally, I don't shill cryptocurrencies. But I happily shill what I buy on the stock market. I was shilling Airbnb down at literally $135. I've been shilling Nvidia for as long as I can remember. And these are just 2 of the easiest. If you want to talk about easy money, this is all I've been trading for the past week. Really, I've like hardly been trading Bitcoin. Like, for me, 3 trades is hardly anything. But I've hardly been trading Bitcoin. Like, I've hardly been trading it. The stock market is so easy money. I've never seen something that's so easy to make money than the stock market. Period. No word of a lie. The stock market is so easy because all you need to do is just buy every single dip, and the thing just goes up and 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 up. And there's like so little chance of a retracement. This is ultra easy money. And I was shilling Airbnb back in January to my group that this is something that I'm interested in for a buy off that CC. And since we hit that CC, it has not turned down. It's not turned back. It literally has been one of the easiest money-making machines in the world. Okay. And it's just been going from CC to CC to CC. So you see this? Impulse, back into the CC, impulse, back into the CC, impulse, back into the CC, impulse. You see how easy this is? Just buy here, buy here, buy here. Just over the course of a few months, and you just made so much money. It's unreal. Honestly, yeah. If you can't tell, I'm a big fan of Airbnb and Nvidia. Wow, this thing is just like, I buy Nvidia every single chance I have. This is like the most bullish thing in the world. Yeah, I've made dirty amounts of money off of this. Yeah, I just don't know what to say about Nvidia. Every single chance I get, I will buy more. I will just buy and buy and buy and buy and buy Nvidia. It's so bullish, it's unreal. But yeah, safe to say I absolutely love Nvidia. Every single chance I get, I will buy more of that. And Airbnb, every single dip to the CC, I'll also buy more of this. 2 of the most bullish things in the absolute world. No financial advice. Do your own research. But I absolutely am very bullish on them. People need to do whatever they want. I'm not going to tell you what to do. And thank you, Mike, for the critical hit. I hope that you've been buying Airbnb with me. Yes, ACB, the cannabis stock. ACB has also been flying. That was another call that was given in our group about before it flew literally 60% to the upside. ACB was posted. That done like 60% in like 2 weeks. Crazy gains. Some of those stocks literally move quicker than Bitcoin. Mental. Cool. Right. So let's cover Ethereum then. So Ethereum, I really do believe that this is at such a level which could potentially get a really, really nice bounce. So this is my thought process with Ethereum. Yeah. I think that Ethereum was really hyped. So Ethereum was really hyped last month. And because Ethereum was so hyped and now it's kind of gone sideways and it's gone stale and people have got bored of it, they want to move on to the next thing. People go out of altcoins, like I don't know what. They'll jump from altcoin to altcoin to altcoin to altcoin, which is just a really bad way of trading. But people get really bored. People are like, I'll go from this altcoin to that altcoin. Excuse me 1 second. I get like dry throat. So yeah, basically, people go from one altcoin to the other. They'll see something else pumping, they'll sell that, they'll go to that, and then something else will pump, they'll sell that, they'll go to that, and then something else will pump, they'll sell that, they'll go to that. You know, it's crazy the way people trade altcoins. They're just always chasing the next pump, but they're always buying the high of that pump. People don't have patience. You know, this is why people lose so much money. They literally just have no patience. You know, I feel the patient traders on Ethereum will get rewarded. When everybody else has sold Ethereum and gone on to the next project that's pumping, you know, people will have sold their Ethereum. And this is really what's happening. People have got really bored of Ethereum. They want to sell it. They're thinking it's not performing as they expected, and they're really bored, you know. I actually really like this daily here. I feel that this would be a really good opportunity. Look at this. Resistance, 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 resistance. We can retest that. How good of a long will that be? Like, no financial advice. Do your own research. I'm not telling you what to do here. But that is a level for me that would be a really, really, really nice level to hit. You know, so I am liking Ethereum. I am actually bullish on Ethereum. And I think if we could get a retracement down to that daily, I feel that that would be a brilliant level for a nice potential bounce there. So, I mean, I would like a little bit more to the downside here. Might not happen, of course. It might not get down that low. But if we can hit that daily, which is literally only like 2% away, but if we can hit that daily, wow. I mean, for me, that would be a really, 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 really good opportunity. So yeah, I really am looking for that. We can hit that support. Wow. I feel you got a very nice long opportunity there. I really, really, really do. So, I mean, you know, my perspective on Ethereum is obviously a little bit different than Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, everybody's really bullish on and everybody's expecting a massive pump. And on Ethereum right now, everybody's turned really bearish on Ethereum, and everybody's expecting Ethereum to just do nothing, and just everybody's selling it because they're bored of it. But this is the thing, you know, Bitcoin, everybody's really bullish. I don't know. I'm happy to be day trading, taking some shorts. And everybody's really bearish on Ethereum, and I'm pretty happy to look for longs on it. Well, I'm already in a long, but you know, I'm just basically doing exactly the opposite of what everybody else is doing. And one thing to bear in mind, that if we reach this daily and we get a bounce, that does not mean Ethereum USD is going to go up. They're obviously two different pairs. So I can be really bullish on ETH BTC for a bounce, but that does not mean that I'm going to be necessarily be bullish on ETH USD. They're two different pairs. So that's just something that you really need to, you know, understand. So it does not mean I'm bullish on ETH USD, but I am looking for a bounce off of this daily region here on ETH BTC, and I do feel that that would provide a very good opportunity for where Ethereum would likely then start to outperform Bitcoin. And you know, you want to be in the asset which is going to perform best, yeah. So if you think Ethereum is going to outperform Bitcoin, and it makes sense to put some assets into Ethereum, you know, portfolio allocation to Ethereum. Whereas if you think Bitcoin is going to outperform ETH, then obviously you just want all your money in Bitcoin. And if you think everything's just going to go down and everything's going to be weak, well then go into Tether, go into times one short. But yeah, I view that as a very good long opportunity if given, to be honest with you. So we're going to have to wait and see if that opportunity is given. It'd be very nice if it is. I'd love that, actually, to be honest with you. So let me take these other comments that have come in. What platform do you use to trade stocks with leverage? I will give you a few brokers that I like to use. And this is no investment advice. You know, just need to make that disclaimer very obvious. No investment advice. But eToro is really good if you just want a user-friendly platform that's accessible in pretty much everywhere. You have access to CFDs, and you just want something really basic, and you don't care about the spreads, and you don't want a day trade because you also can't day trade on eToro. You just want if you kind of want a long-term platform, then eToro is pretty good. If you want to take it a bit more serious, then Interactive Brokers is a serious platform. IG is a serious platform. Those are obviously that in my opinion is your two main ones. Obviously you have Saxo. They don't have the best spreads. Yeah, I'd say your main one really is Interactive Brokers, and your second one is IG. If you just want something really simple, then obviously you have Toro. But just know you can't scalp trade on that. This guy, I longed at 49,700 times 10. Wow. Clearly a bad trade. Do I ride it back out, or better to close, eat the loss, wait for 47,000 and long times 20? Oh man. I mean, my honest advice for you, my friends, is stop trading. This is the only way that I can think that I can help you, and my actual advice is to you to just stop trading. If you need to ask me whether you should close your trades, then that means that you longed here with no plan. I mean, if you're longing it, I mean, that's obviously a really bad place to long. You're kind of like the example of the people that we've been talking about today. That, the people that FOMO brought up here is a really, really bad idea. You obviously had no plan. And so the thing is, if you have to ask me, should you close the trade or should you keep it open? You clearly have no plan. And if you have no plan, you should not be trading. So, I mean, I cannot tell you what to do with your trade. But what I can say is anybody that trades without a plan should not be in a trade at all. They should just stop trading, because you're literally just going to keep losing money and 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 losing money. So why don't you just stop, literally just stop trading and actually try and learn? You obviously must have a little bit of money to even donate to the stream. So what I would say is, like, doesn't have to be my course, I don't care, but go buy a trading book. Try and invest in yourself a little, instead of like pouring money down the drain, losing money on your trades. Take a little bit of that money and literally just invest it in yourself. Invest it in a trading book, invest it in a trading course, invest it in, I don't know, something else that can help you learn. And that's what my advice would be, is to literally just stop trading, stop throwing money away. If you invest in yourself and you invest in a particular set of skills that can be helpful for you in 1, 5, 10 years time, doesn't that make more sense to invest in a set of skills that will last you 10 years rather than losing money over the next 6 months from taking really, really, really bad trades? It makes so much more sense to study and learn for the next 12 months than continuously lose money from bad trades for the next 6 months. And then after 6 months say, what am I doing here? I clearly have no idea. So yeah, that would be my answer to you. If you have to ask me where to buy and sell, that clearly means you have no idea whenever you enter a trade, you have to have a plan. So before you enter, you need to know. It's like when I was longing here, I knew exactly why I longed there. I knew exactly where I was wrong, and I knew exactly where my target was. And then when I shorted here, I shorted here, I knew where I wanted to target, and I knew where I was wrong. I was wrong, I got out the trade. But then when I got back into my short position, I knew exactly why I entered, I knew exactly where I was wrong, and I knew exactly where I wanted to target. So you see, every single trade that I took, I knew why I got in, I knew where my target was, and I knew where my stop loss was. E.g., I had a total plan for each of my trades. But it's just clear to me by even asking the question that you have not got a plan. You don't know why you entered, because that was clearly a FOMO buying at those levels, really bad entry. You don't know where you're wrong because you obviously have no stop loss. And I guess you don't even know where you're right because you don't know where you're targeting. So, I think you're better off probably just like closing out your trades, even if it bounces from here, and just be one of those things of like I mean, there's only so far you're going to be able to continue with that sort of trading style before you blow up your account and you lose everything. And I think before you lose everything, you should probably invest in yourself a little and try and educate yourself, And I'm not telling you to close, because if price does this, you're going to be very, 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 very annoyed, I suppose. But Yeah, that would be my tip for you, I suppose. Make a plan before you enter. That's the only way you're going to know whether you should close or not. Is your plan telling you to close right now? Well, if it is, then you should close. If it isn't, then you should keep your long open and expect higher. Darth says you bought a short position. But yeah, obviously I do. I'm not trying to be mean here. I feel for you, but the thing is, you're just not going to get better. You're not going to improve if you keep trading with no plan. I just feel you're going to just keep losing money, and obviously it's. I mean, don't beat yourself up. You're literally like 95% of the market. 95% of the market do exactly what you do. They don't trade with a plan. They don't trade with any knowledge, and they just continuously lose money. Just what happens in the market. But don't be annoyed at yourself. So let's just take one final look at this then. So I suppose I'll give a bit of a summary here before we look to wrap it up. I mean, personally, I'd like to see a little bit more of a drop here on Ethereum. I would like to see a bit more of a drop. But I do feel a drop would give a potential, really nice long opportunity, if I'm totally honest with you. So I'd like to see a drop to continue, basically to look to buy Ethereum. That's my perspective on Ethereum here. So again, this is ETH BTC, but I'd like a little bit more of a drop, and then I feel that would be a very, 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 very nice area for a bounce. So that's where personally I am looking to get involved on Ethereum for a next long trade. I have nothing preset on that level, but that's where the next area where I'd be interested. Bitcoin, well, I really do feel like Bitcoin is a little bit difficult here. Unless you're quick in and out of your trades, it's fairly difficult to trade Bitcoin right now. I mean, the whole world is bullish. Basically, the whole world is really, really bullish on Bitcoin. So maybe the whole world gets it right again and price continues up. Would it be a surprise? I mean, would you be surprised if you woke up tomorrow and you saw price at $55,000? I could honestly say I wouldn't really feel that that's a surprise, because one could say it's more likely that price goes up from here. Like, statistically speaking, we're in a massive bull market. We're still making higher highs and higher lows. So statistically speaking, you would expect higher from here, wouldn't you? Like, the expected outcome is higher. So if the expected outcome is higher, why would you be surprised to wake up at $55,000? Well, I honestly wouldn't be. But does that mean it's going to happen? No. Obviously, what you could also get is a retracement before higher again. So that would obviously be the best scenario, that you get a retracement before higher, because then you shake out everybody before another leg to the upside. That would be my favorite scenario. Kind of like on Ethereum, I would like another shakeout before up. Again, I'm long on the assets, so I am long, but it's like I would still like that shakeout before another leg up, because then even more people are going to be out of their positions. It's kind of like the same on a Bitcoin. I'd like a shakeout, like a shakeout to the downside before up again. Might not happen. But I'd like that. I'd be pretty content if we got another move to the downside before any up. And I feel that would probably catch a lot of people off guard. The whole world's bullish right now. There's only so long they can be right for. But obviously the market can remain irrational longer than we can remain solvent. But if you're sensible, if you'll take profits, if you're good with your risk management, yeah, you can remain solvent a very, 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 very long time. So, yeah, I guess my final words there on Bitcoin then are really, we are in a massive bull market. Of course, if you short in the massive bull market, unless you're good at taking profits, you are going to lose money. Shorting is very, very, very difficult. Most people are probably not even going to be interested in shorting this. I think that's absolutely fine. You know, my perspective of a Bitcoin dump is this. This for me is Bitcoin dumping. This is a 6% move to the downside. You know, if you're trading with millions of dollars, you know, you're talking a 6-figure profit loss for you. This is what I consider a really big move. You know, that's a really big move. So this in my opinion, this is like a Bitcoin dump. This is obviously my perspective based off the way and the timeframes I trade. But overall, from a perspective of a swing trader, does this look like a bearish chart? I guess no, not really. I mean, the whole thing is just going, I mean, even here locally, low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. We could just do higher low, higher high. So while we're holding these high lows and higher highs, well, the market structure is still bullish, isn't it? There's obviously your low and there's obviously your high. So if you make your way up here, you continue the structure. If you breach this low with a close, not a swing failure pattern, then you start to change your trends. So obviously swing failure patterns are bullish. So of course, yeah, you can be cautious. I guess that kind of is my summary there on Bitcoin. So summary on Bitcoin. You're in a massive bull market. Everybody's ultra bullish. Are they correct to be ultra bullish in a bull market? Yeah, one would say yes, they are. So can you short in a bull market? Yes, but you need to know where to take profits. And is there a probability of people getting of 99.9% of the market that's ultra bullish right now getting wrecked? Obviously, that's a potential. But until proven otherwise, you know, the market is still bullish. We have seen a dump today, in my opinion. Strong retracement to the downside. Ethereum, I feel, is coming up for a really good buy opportunity. I am pretty bullish on ETH. Bitcoin, you know, I can honestly say I'm a little bit stuck in the middle on Bitcoin. I'm neither really bullish, neither really bearish. I don't know. I'm just like, but this is just such a pivotal level. Clear $50,000 with like conviction. You know, I can look to trade this to $60, $70, $80,000. You know, so there's so much upside potential if we can clear that 50,000 barrier. It's like, I don't know. I've been saying this all week long. Like, I'm happy to be cautious here on Bitcoin. Happy to be a bit cautious here because if we breach 50,000, you know, I see so much opportunity and potential for much further upside. You know, I don't mind being cautious on the next 5% if I then see a potential another 50% to come. You know, just sensible trading. That's just sensible trading. So yeah, I'm happy to be a bit cautious here on Bitcoin. You can do whatever you want. No financial advice in this video. I'm not telling you what to do with your money. If you try and follow something based off of a title of a video, or you try and follow something based off of what I say in this video, really bad idea, because unless you have my brain, then unfortunately you can't base your trades off of me because you literally don't know how I'm managing the trade. So got to remember that. The chart right now is obviously bullish. We are in a massive uptrend. We are in a bull market. Bulls are in control, we can say. But we do have 300 million trap longs at the high. We have rejected $50,000. We do have the potential for that fake out. Ethereum coming to support. And I think that's about it. Obviously, I will emphasize we're not a signals group. I do not give signals inside of Chart Champions. If you're looking for a signals group, then I can just say that's not us. We are not a signals group. I'm not going to be telling you entry, stop loss, take profits. This is not what we do. So we are not a signals group. But if you want to learn, if you want education, then obviously we do teach. We do give the education. We do teach you how to trade, but we do not give signals. Okay. And I think that's it then. So that's everything that I wanted to cover. I do hope that you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully you found it insightful. And yeah, just a down-to-earth perspective on the chart. Hopefully I've given you some thought-provoking things to think about at the very least. I could have just come onto this stream and said, oh, we're so bullish, everything's looking really, really, really good. And I would have probably got more views and likes, but hey ho, that's what you had in my video. So I hope you've enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next live stream that I do. Thank you ever so much. And to the moon. We'll see whether we wake up tomorrow at the moon or we wake up to the inverse moon. Thank you everybody so much. Have a brilliant day and goodbye. Cheers.